The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "I tell you solemnly, it will be hard for a rich person to enter the kingdom of heaven. Yes, I tell you again, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of heaven." When the disciples heard this, they were astonished. "Who can be saved then?" they said. And Jesus gazed at them. For people, he told them, this is impossible, but for God, everything is possible. And then Peter spoke. "What about us?" he said to him. "We've left everything and followed you. What are we to have then?" And Jesus said to him, "I tell you solemnly, when all is made new and the Son of Man sits on his throne in glory, you will sit yourselves on the 12 thrones to judge the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone who has left houses, brothers, sisters, father, mother, children, or land for the sake of my name will be repaid 100 times over and also inherit eternal life. Many who are first will be last, and the last first." The Gospel of the Lord. Well, there's good news all round in today's Gospel. First of all, the apostles. It's amazing how frequently we see Jesus, reprimanding them for being a bit slow, but not today. Peter says, "What about us? We've left everything and followed you." And Jesus affirms them and says, "Yes, you will be with me to rule over all of those who come to judgment." And then he broadens it out and speaks to everyone who has left houses, family, land for the sake of his name. They will all be repaid 100-fold. So it's not just, the poor and the disadvantaged. God raises the lowly, but not just them, because the first will be last and the last first. So yes, all of us are included. Even those of us who are well off. And I mean, that includes most of us in Australia, taking a broad view of people around the world. We're all pretty well off. And at the beginning, Jesus says, well, it'll be hard for the rich to enter the kingdom of heaven. Easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich person, for us, to enter into the kingdom of heaven. And then the good news, but nothing is impossible for God. So even us are included in this embrace of God's love, care, and invitation to be part of the eternal kingdom.